and Amy and I thought it would be just nice to sit down and get caught up and maybe share some things from Scoop and just what's been happening in our lives and things we're looking forward to and just all the things, kind of a beginning of the season check-in, if you will. Right, Amy?
Yeah, I'm so excited about this season. There's just, something good in the air, I think, right now.
Mm.
And man, what a beautiful collection. And I
Yeah,
was so happy to be with you.
it was the absolute best. It was way
Yes.
too short,
Yes.
but the absolute best. Yeah. So I love that we work with two collections each year because we kind of get that beginning of the year fresh start feeling twice
I know.
every year. And it's just super fun to me. I also love the changing of the seasons. And while in the fashion world, we're fully immersed in fall and winter, it's still feeling very much like summer outside for the most part, but it kind of just it's like it gives me that extra oomph to get through the final blast of summer heat. And just be able to say, okay, yes, it may be 100 degrees today, but cool fall temperatures and evening fires are in the future.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And I also think, sometimes I don't think our clients realize, I mean, I'm sure they do, but we present the same line for 6 months. And I always try and remember in my mind, I may have done this like 50 million times and I may be ready for a new collection, but there's always a new butt in the seat that has not seen this yet. So the clients, our audience is what keeps it fresh for me all season long. But by the time we are ready for another season, it really is like so exciting because we get that fresh start and the seasons change. And so just the crispness in the air, even at night, even though it's still freaking hot during the day, in Utah, the evenings cool right off. And so I'm always ready for fall to kick in, especially because Utah winters can be brutal. And I feel like my clientele specifically, we wear fall and winter clothes so much longer that I feel like we kind of get our price per wear down just automatically in these items. But that is why I'm glad we have two seasons for every year, because it's so easy to spring into fall and fall into spring and continue to mix and match. And the value just, it, after all these years, you would have blown my mind if I'd have thought, oh, it's still skyrocketing. It's, the value does not go down. Every season
Yeah.
I find another jacket that I don't think I'm going to fall in love with. And I fall in love with multiple jackets every season. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, in every season, I catch myself saying, this is the best season ever. And I mean, our design team just is absolutely incredible and they keep coming through for us. And I feel like with this collection, even more than normal, we've got so many special pieces, so many unique pieces, and there's just truly something for everyone, no matter what your personality is and what your lifestyle needs, and lots of good pieces. So, is there anything that you were surprised about at Scoop? Anything surprise you?
I really love our theme this season. I really like it more than the play theme from spring. It's the
Mhm.
icon and I will, and I just really love kind of the empowerment feel behind it. Like we can do anything. It feels like we're kind of coming home towards the end of the season, the end of the year. And I really like that. I always love one of my favorite things of going to Fashion Week is seeing the new arrivals, like a quick sneak peek. One thing that I really love coming into this season, so I want all of you to stop doing what you're doing and listen to this part. It takes Cabi about a year and a half to put any kind of feedback that we give into play because we're a designer collection. They're a whole year ahead of us. So if we give them feedback, generally they're like a year and a half to get that into process. And our new arrivals this season are unbelievable. And
Yes.
there's only 2 collections, which I think we've all been begging for. And it's not just another Serenity tea. So this is where you need to listen. Do not pass go and just think, I don't need new arrivals. These are boutique, special, gorgeous pieces that are unlike anything you've seen probably in the last 4 to 6 seasons. There is some leopard coming. There is a red velvet suit coming. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous dresses. So I just want to say probably that was my biggest excitement, was around the new arrivals, and they got rid of the 3rd new arrival and they're fully concentrating on our redo, which is our sustainable fashion. So they're taking fabrications that we've purchased, they're sitting in the warehouse, they've already created gorgeous designs with them, and then they're redoing them for whatever they can to use up the rest of the fabrication. The other thing that I just want our clients to hear is that the pre-orders are only for the 2 new arrivals in September and October. When redo launches, it's live on Cabi Tap immediately, and you just need to get on and buy those when you get them because the quantity is much smaller. So that was probably my, like, I was really excited about that because I come from, like, the original new arrivals were the redo. And so I love that they've gone back to really creating special boutique pieces, and they are going to have, there will be some higher price points. So if you're a hostess, save a couple of your 50% off benefits, and don't overlook them because they are going to just blow your minds this season.
Well, and things are so much better in person than they are on paper. I've heard that over and over, that, oh my gosh, the collection is incredible when people get to see it in person. So do try to get to an in-person trunk show, because seriously, you're going to regret missing out on these fantastic pieces. And there are several that you may pass by if you're just looking at them in a catalog or on Cabi Tap, because there's no way to portray their amazing awesomeness in a picture. I'll just tell you that. And I am 100% with Amy on the new arrivals. I cannot hardly believe all of the incredible pieces that are coming our way. Usually we've got some good pieces that I'm excited about, but to be so stacked with just every single piece is fantastic. Oh, I haven't felt like that for a while. So it's awesome. I'm especially excited about the brown pieces that are in this collection, and the fact that one of our big trends is brownie points. So we've got all different shades of brown. I love a good chocolate brown for a base neutral on me. And so Cabi design team totally delivered on that.
Well, I just think this whole collection is very upscale. Like it is very much, I mean, like this velvet jacket and the little cami I have on, it's very artsy, very boutique, very unique. And so I do feel like there are going to be some holes in your closets that are now the gaps will be filled with this. There's just some really fun looks that you can come up with. I love, especially for ladies that have issues with knees or walking in heels, that the shoe trend of the season is a loafer. Like, seriously, we are getting into that functional, gorgeous, but yet very upscale fashion that I think is just really incredible.
So very, very luxe.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So what was your biggest surprise? Let me throw that back on you.
Yeah, well, maybe how expensive hotels are in Nashville.
Well, that wasn't a good surprise. That was.
Do we want to talk about that?
Oh,
just kidding. Let's see what else. I just feel like how fresh everything is. So, and not necessarily that was a huge surprise, because our design team truly does knock it out of the park, but I feel like we've redesigned and we've heard over and over again that you want to see different ages, different sizes, different body types. And not only in our runway and some of our print marketing, in our catalogs, kind of in everything. And cabi has listened. Boy, howdy, have they listened. And so I think you're going to be just really pleasantly surprised at just all the different models, and how you're going to find a model that you totally relate with, and that you can say, oh yes, she looks like me, in our catalog. What else? Surprises. No, just the excitement of being with everybody, the excitement of having an incredible lineup to bring to people. I will say that if you've been clients with us or any other stylist, and you haven't ever hosted before, you may want to be rethinking that for this season, because your wardrobe dollars you're going to want to spend here, and we want to maximize those for you. So absolutely. And we also have another way for you to kind of maximize your wardrobe dollars. cabi announced at our fashion week that we have a $500 referral benefit, and this will be paid in cabi gift cards. So we've basically expanded your wardrobe buying options by $500. And those gift cards are to individuals that refer someone to us that becomes the cabi stylist. And we are very much focused on growth. And I don't know that many of you know this, but there's like less than 3,000 stylists in all of the US, Canada, and the UK. So we have got a world of opportunity for anyone who loves to serve women, is interested in working, because I'm not going to say that this is not work. You get your workout in when you're schlepping these bags of clothes. But if you truly love people and you get fulfillment from making other people look and feel amazing, then you may want to talk to us or your stylist, because we are looking to grow and expand our footprint on this, in this incredible company. So
I think one thing that's important on that to note is that cabi is not in the recruiting business. We are in the referral business. So Rebecca and I do not get paid to recruit anybody. And that is why they are benefiting you to refer to us. So we don't make any money until somebody is actually creating and building a successful business. And that is no different than a manager leading their team to success. So we truly are in the referral industry, not the recruiting industry. And I think that is a huge caveat to remember. One other point on that, I have been doing a lot of thinking, and I don't know how Rebecca does this. I have a digital business card in my cell phone. So if somebody wants my number, I can just airdrop it to them or text it to them. But oftentimes we know that cabi comes with compliments. And oftentimes, even as stylists, we'll say, oh, thanks, it's cabi, and then go on our way. And I am challenging all of my clients this season. If you get a cabi compliment, instead of just saying, oh, thanks, it's cabi, I would love for you, we would love for you to say, oh my gosh, I have a clothing stylist. Let me connect you with her, and actually give them our contact information. We can't serve them well if they have no idea how to get a hold of us. And, you know, if they're a connection to you, we would love to bring that partnership and serve them well, because it may be somebody that ends up at your show. It may be somebody that you love, that you want served well. And it just might be somebody that meets you in the grocery store. But why not help us build our businesses? If you're happy with the service that we provide, I would love you to take that next step and just say, oh my gosh, my stylist, her name is right here. Let me send you her digital business card. So I'm going to challenge you guys to do that for Rebecca and I. It will really help the longevity of our business. It will help actually your shows, help those hostess benefits grow. And it's just absolutely a wonderful thing that you could do for us. So I'm putting it out there, letting the universe speak, and hoping that you guys will keep that in your thoughts. And when you get those compliments, just send them our way.
Yeah, we don't need to be the best kept secret anymore. We we can definitely take care of you and your friends and your family, and it would be an honor to do that.
And if we have an audience that has other stylists, do that for them too, because I guarantee you they would appreciate it as much as we do. So the other
Yeah.
thing you guys can do to help us is just spread the word about this YouTube channel. I mean, Rebecca, can you believe we've been doing this since, okay, we started in fall of 2019. However, we were not dropping them into a YouTube channel until the end of spring 20. And so we've been doing it longer than we have videos, but we have playlists that go all the way back. And it is such good binge-worthy content that all of it is still very valid. We have several body type videos. We have several, so you can go back and go, okay, well, I have some of those pieces in my closet. And I would challenge you guys to really dig into your vintage cabi. A week or two ago, we did a vintage into fall. And I think sometimes we get so excited about the new stuff, we forget to update our old stuff with the new. And that is where your price per wear is going to go down. The value of your closet is going to go up. Your capsule options are going to increase. And so that is kind of why we really like to throw in some of those vintage pieces for you guys to get that brain ticking of things that you guys can do to really update those old pieces. And one other thought I have, if you are in that stage of life where your every day is shifting from working a corporate job to retirement, or maybe the other, maybe you now have to go to work, those videos can be key for you. We want you to know that just because you bought 10 Ponte knit blazers and you had the trousers to match, that you don't have to go in those clothes or donate them. You can actually wear that blazer now with a pair of torn up jeans or a pair of shorts, or take that trouser on your vacation and wear sneakers and a tank top with them. The Ponte knit is probably the most versatile fabrication you will ever find, and it is going to hold its value even if your lifestyle changes.
Yeah. Absolutely. And really that's talking about holding its value and being kind of timeless. We have really tried to structure these videos so they are that for you. And I would just really reiterate what Amy said about going back and checking out the videos that we've done. It's so hard to believe that it's been that long now, right? And we've been hearing from you that you want to see us live every once in a while. And so we are going to do some live Zooms around new arrivals. I think we're going to work on getting those scheduled, and we'll let you know. But we will be doing some evening lives throughout the season and some mashups. I hear all the time that you guys love those mashups that we do. So just stay tuned. We've got all kinds of fun, exciting things coming your way this season and beyond. And we're just thankful that you're here on the ride with us, right, Amy?
Yeah, and don't be afraid to take these super dressy pieces right down to your super casual Converse, because that's what makes it so fun. I mean,
yes,
your style out, you guys. This is the joy for us. We've been doing this too long to let it just get drab and boring. This is not another clothing line. And I just want to end my part with this. I don't know if you have, do you want to, our theme this season is Icon and I Will. And I truly love that theme. And I'll tell you why. I don't think you guys realize the impact that you have all over the world. And it just starts with one person. But my situation in particular is that many of you know, my daughter has been my assistant with me for a year now. And she's only 13, so she started at 12. But I like to think that, we think of these icons as like Iman and David Bowie and like people that you really look up to, whether it's the fashion world or, and I love that we can bring that right down home, right into our cabi shows. You don't realize that you are an icon for somebody. And I know a lot of us brush it off and we're like, oh, I'm not that impactful, or oh, I haven't done anything. I'm just home all the time, or I don't go anywhere. I hear that chatter all the time at my shows, especially when somebody is like, oh, I don't need to buy that. I don't go anywhere. But you guys have no idea what positive impact you have on women, your neighbors. Lock elbows with these women. Think about the icons that have been in your life and self-reflect, because I guarantee you, my daughter, the trajectory of her life has already changed because she's been able to be thrown in to this environment of women of different faiths, women of different challenges and backgrounds, women who sit there and cry together and love each other and lock arms. And she has seen Rebecca and I just love on each other. And everybody that sits in those cabi gatherings should be people you love. They should be people you want there. Do not invite them based on their what you think their checkbook is. Bring them because you love them. You may not even know it, but they might just really need that invitation or really need that time away. And if that's the service that Rebecca and I can provide, that's enough for me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just love what I do. And if schlepping those clothes is the hardest part of my job, that's nothing. Like
It's easy, isn't it?
yes. So I just wanted to leave that. I love this theme. I just love ladies. I just love women. You know, we just need each other.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much better we could have wrapped this week up in just this conversation and this check-in, but know that you make a difference in our lives. You make a difference in the lives around you. And we so appreciate the joy that you bring into our lives. So until next week, just embrace that icon, and I will, and maybe really just jot down a little note to somebody and let them know how much you appreciate them. How fantastic would it be if we could just send a few love notes out every single month that just tell the people that we love, hey, you make a difference in my life. I think that would be a fantastic little thing we could get started. And the ripple effect that that would create would be so very powerful. So until next week, thank you for being here. Stay stylish, and we will see you soon.